Noreen from Joya Cards, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And welcome to my YouTube channel. Yay! For more of my card videos, please subscribe and then hit the little bell, and you'll be notified when my videos come up. Also, I give away the demo card. So if you are a first-time subscriber, if you put your email in my comments, you could win the card. So if you're the first one, so that's awesome. So today's card is going to be easy, because the last card I did just the other day was kind of advanced, and there was a lot of watercolor painting and everything. And it's that Friends Are Like Seashells set. So that was really hard. So this one's going to be a break. So we're going to be using Sweet Ice Cream. And for this card, so here's the front and here's the inside. And we're going to be starting with Magenta Madness at the 5.5 by 4.25. Then we're going to take from the Brights, this piece of paper here, this was looks like on the back, and we're going to cut this 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. And on one of the sides, when you cut it off, you're going to have one piece and it'll be together like this. And what you're going to do is you're going to take this piece and cut it in half like I did it, and we're going to put this inside. So, and then you need to take a piece of basic white paper, not Whisper White, they changed it now. Basic white paper, and then take your Stitched So Sweetly and take the largest die and cut it out. So this is that one. And then take the smallest die and cut it out. And this is the small one. So we are going to stamp up the popsicles here. So we need to take our piece that we just cut out and measure it, and it's 4. So the middle is like right here at 2. And then you want to also mark on the left and the right. And the left is going to be 5/8, which is right here. And then do the other side and also mark 5/8 right there. And mark on the dotted line there, so not on the piece. And try to do it really light so you can erase it. First thing that we're going to stamp is the popsicle stick, and it's this one right here. And we are going to be using cinnamon cider. So go ahead and get your cider out, ink this up. Now I like using a stamp pad. So if you have a stamp pad of some kind, I would use it. Anyway, so you're going to take this and you're going to put it right in the middle of that pencil mark, right above or on that dotted line like so. And then do it again and put it on the other mark that you made. And then on this mark you made. All right. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to grab this stamp and this stamp. Now in this card, I did the round on the bottom, but on this one, we're going to do the flat on the bottom. So we're going to take this piece first, the flat one, and we're going to put it in Magenta Madness. And I'm going to put it right in the middle, right on top of that stick, like so. And then you're going to do the other side. Okay, now you're going to take the rounded piece and you're going to stamp it. And then after you stamp it, stamp off on a piece of scratch paper. Then you're going to line this up with the other piece. I'm going to have to put my head in the camera, I think. Let me turn that around and get it right where you want it, right under the other dotted line. That's one. Let's do the other side. Stamp it off. Line it up. You're going to have to look through that stamp and right below the upper dotted line, like so. Stamp it off, and then this one as well. Now for the sentiment, we're going to do You're So Cool, and go ahead and use the Magenta Madness and stamp it on the other small piece that you're die cutted. Whoops, almost forgot. We need to put the little speckles on top of our popsicles here. So grab this one and Highland Heather, and we're going to make some splotches right on top of the popsicles. There you go. Now I want to take these embellishments. They're the ice cream corner sprinkles. And I know they're for shaker cards, but I kind of liked using them as a little embellishment on the sentiment there. And they do have a bit of weight on them, and they're really tiny, so I didn't want to use a glue dot. So what I did is I took my tear tape and I stuck one to it. And then I took a pair of scissors that I don't necessarily like because I'm going to have to clean these off because that tear tape is really sticky. And I'm going to cut off one side of it. So now I've got that cut off. I'm going to go ahead and take it and pull the tape off the back because I try to use like glue and it was just a little too heavy, and I don't think this foam stuff like does well with glue. So I decided to use tear tape because the glue dots were too big. So I'm going to go do the other side and I'll be right back. So now the next step we need to do is affix our ribbon onto our bright paper. So I like to snail the back of my ribbons and then also the back of the card. And then I'm going to take this. Now before I put it on there, I am going to take these two pieces and kind of eyeball it. So I'm going to put like that one there. Luckily this one has like dots you can follow. So you go, okay, 3 in. And then take this other one here. And the middle should be about there. So I'll take that, hold it down, remove this, and put it across. And then flip it over and do the other side. Tape it down and tape it down. That's that part. Now we need to dimensional the back of our piece here. So I'll do that. So all the paper's off the backs of this piece, and then I'm going to go ahead and put this on. Okay, and now I'm going to dimensional the sentiment and put that on. So I'm going to put that about here. Now I'm going to take this whole piece and put it on my base. Now this piece right here is a 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. So there's very little peeking out. So I'm just going to snail this all up and put it on the card. Just like so. Now we need to go ahead and make us a little bow. So I'm going to take that 2022 in color ribbon, and I do my bows very remedially. I do bunny ear, cross, tuck over, pull through, and then take like 10 minutes to straighten it out. So I'm going to do that and I'll be right back. Now I've got my bow tied, and now I'm going to cut it off the spool. I always do it on the spool because you just never know. So I'm then going to cut these off at an angle, and this one's just being a little, you know what, okay. And then flip it around the other side and cut it at the angle like so. And then I'm going to take my glue dots and my take your pick tool and get a glue dot up and put it on the back and affix it to the card. So here we go. And just like that. So that's the front of the card. The inside of the card is cool. So this was that piece that you took from the front that you cut in half. And then you want to take a piece of basic white and cut it 2 1/4 by 5 3/8. So first of all, you need to go ahead and snail up one of these pieces here. Flip the card to the open bottom part and do the bottom and work your way up. So go ahead and put a little bit of an edge on it because it's 5 3/8, so it's going to have a little pink around it. And then we're going to go ahead and snail up the white and put it all the way up against the green piece and get it perfectly aligned. Okay, and then we're going to take that other piece. So you're using up almost all of this piece that was originally a 6 by 6, so that's good. And then line that up all the way to the white. And there should be a little gap here. It's a tiny little gap, and that's important so you can close the card. So now we're going to go ahead and stamp the happy birthday. this stamp set, I tell you what, it has a beautiful happy birthday to it. So let's do that. Here's a happy birthday stamp. I've got both my ink cartridge and my card on the Stampin' Pad because I just think it just makes more contact, so it's much better. And this is Magenta Madness again. So we're going to go ahead and stick this in the middle. And that's the card. So if you like the card, if you're a first-time subscriber, put your email in my comments because I can't contact you without it. And if you're the first one, I'll get your address and I'll stick this in the mail. So that's it. That's the card. So thanks a lot. Bye.